Hello Virgo, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is your reading for December 2020. It's Sun, Moon and Rising Virgo. It is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know the drill. I haven't pulled your tarot as yet. I've pulled a couple of spirit animal cards and some oracle cards, but in itself, this is your reading. I mean, I will go on to pull you some actual tarot too, but this is as clean cut as it can possibly be. This is all about healing, Virgo. That will be, you know, different for all of you. It's a very general reading. I can't be any more specific than that. But the amount of cards that come through is something else, and it's all about healing, healing. Okay, crikey. And it's time to take action on this, Virgo. If this is something that you're not paying attention to, or you've been, you know, putting off, or not giving it the priority that it needs to be given, basically, you need to, at this point, take action. We're at the just do it stage. You even need to explore your options in terms of a health issue. So for December, you have got my brown bear spirit in reverse and my vulture spirit in reverse. The brown bear is really frazzled energy. This is don't poke the bear. This can mean it might be a quite trying time for you. And if it is a health condition you've got, you know, to say it makes you, might make you feel cranky is putting it mildly, in all honesty. This is about letting go of any impatience with, you know, yourself and people around you. It's a time of rest and relaxation, meditation. It's telling you that there's plenty of time to get things done, but sometimes the best action we can take is actually non-action. And that's what the brown bear is. Take time out. And it's almost going to be forced upon you if that's something you're avoiding doing, Virgo. You could be like firing on all cylinders, running around, you know, doing your Christmas shopping, dealing with the kids, going to work, whatever it may be. There's too much on your plate and it's going to make you really cranky. And I do think you're at the same time, if it's not a physical health condition that you currently have, it's going to mentally exhaust you. And with the vulture spirit being in reverse, I actually got why am I doing this? But this is sometimes when we want to run away from something that's happened in our past. It can be that we are harboring some grief or anger, even embarrassment and shame that is coming through in this reading as well. It feels like the whole process hasn't been worth it and you're utterly pissed off, because the vulture is a cleaning up animal. It cleans everything up, as much as he's not hugely attractive. He has a purpose, and that is to keep things clean and not waste anything. And yet it feels like you're wasting your time on something, you're wasting your energy on something, and it's making you cranky. I mean, it might just, if it's more than it's like, you know, at the time of the month. If it's a woman I'm reading for, it's way more than that. There's an experience here that feels wasted, but there's also a feeling of maybe something, avoiding something, not cleaning up your mess from the past here, or having some, gosh, I put snow boots on, having some, it's gone. There's been an experience that you've gone through that's been exhausting, draining, and it just, you're at the stage where you just, you feel it's all been a complete waste of your time and energy, and it's pissing you off. Before I go on to your other cards, what I was drawn to was the numbers 639, and they're in reverse here. 639 is a number associated mainly with Tesla. It's also obviously a solfeggio frequency, and I am getting a lot of frequency healing, and I think this is something you might want to explore. Obviously there are so many frequencies to look at, and if this is something you're not familiar with or haven't been involved in, it will be all over YouTube if you start to look at it. So Tesla once said, if we knew the magnificence of 369, we would have the key to the universe. So this is asking you to think in terms of energy, your energy, what you put your energy into, how your environment and your personal relationships affect your energy, frequency and vibration. But I am very much being drawn to this as an area you should explore in terms of turning around a health condition. Because next up we have healing. Honestly, and the card below it, Aloha Healing. Can you believe that? And my angel of alchemy is all about she's like she stands between the physician and death. I mean, I know that sounds dramatic, and please don't worry about that, because I've had this card before. There is a darkness there. There is a feeling of being closed off, maybe not being prepared to explore other healing modalities, maybe had given up that you're not going to be able to fix a health issue. And yet everything in this reading is telling you the complete opposite, but you're going to have to expand your mind and look at other, you know, methods that you haven't considered, that you've maybe thought was a bit woo-woo. I don't know. Healing. Let's see, did I take this one? Yes, I did. Energy rebalance, energetic awareness, healing yourself and others, exploring healing modalities, Reiki, the chakra system. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. You may already practice a form of natural healing, but find you sometimes feel drained. That's my bear. If this is the case, ensure the energy you are overflowing comes from an infinite stream of abundant universal energy rather than using your own resources. Many healing modalities work with high vibrational energies. It can be wonderful to explore these in connection with your current practices. If you haven't done healing work before, you're being called to do so now and follow your instincts. Being able to offer healing to loved ones or yourself is a gift. Exploring the art of energetic healing will significantly increase your psychic sensitivity. Energetic healing is based on the meridian systems of the body. These systems, the chakras, are often depicted as coloured wheels of light. Each chakra connects to organs of the body, emotions, and related characteristics. Emanating from these powerful vortices is the energy field known as the aura. And it is possible to train ourselves to view the aura around the body. It can indeed be photographed. The appearance of the aura is influenced by the chakras. Right, this is why I'm getting that there's some muddiness here, because this is a very quite a dark card. There's a lot of you know, dark energy around it, and it literally does look like her aura. Muddier or darker colours in the aura might imply some spring cleaning is in order. Colour is how we perceive light frequencies. Every colour has a different vibration. Crystals are formed through vibration, and each carries its own frequency. Crystals are often used in spiritual healing because they hold the frequencies to bring the chakra points into balance. Sound healing is another example of this. Immersion in a sound bath experience aligns the brain waves with frequencies conducive to self-healing, as well as body and energy wholeness. We feel, hear and receive the sounds and are organically aligned to the same frequency they resonate with. So this is time to revisit a situation, particularly a health issue, and view it from a broader perspective or higher vibration with a focus on healing. This will help you decipher what is real possible ways forward and whether an issue is a problem at all. This card can also signify the universal push that inspires you to explore your healing abilities in whatever way that looks like for you. So I'm just coming back to these solfeggio frequencies. You know, it's not woo-woo. There has been a lot of scientific study on it, going back decades. You know, you might be familiar with the Schumann resonance, even the heartbeat of the earth, so to speak. and it resonates very low. It's about 7.83 hertz. But there have been studies done on this that actually confirm that it has an effect on our brain waves, on all of our, you know, various levels of brain waves, delta, theta, alpha, etc. And the tones that you can look at, I mean, obviously I'm going to suggest 639, 936 specifically because that's the numbers here, but the other numbers are 30, 47, 19 and 21. These numbers might be significant to you, but I would definitely start around here. Now, because I feel there's some toxicity, and with a Mara here, a Mara is telling you to get out and about, get outside, get some sunshine on your bones if you possibly can. But it's also about your diet. She talks about eating fresh fruits and veggies, smoothies, holistic treatments, the ocean. And I wondered, because this felt very, you know, carnivorous up here, I have to say. So maybe you're considering changing your diet. Maybe that's something you might just want to try for a period of time to see if it has an effect on you, or you know, vice versa. But Aloha is very much about eating clean and fresh, because there is some sort of dark aura around you here. So 396 can also talk about removing subconscious fears, and this is a fear. This is a very fearful card. It can eliminate feelings of guilt. These are what the studies have basically shown, and they've come up with. I mean, there's thousands of numbers combinations that you can use out there, but this 639 is really what stood out to me. I mean, and there has been studies about the effect it has on the body, on our heart rate, on our mood, and that they all have in their own way their unique healing effects. So I would suggest start there. If you're new to this, you'll know instantly, you know, really within 4 to 5 minutes, how the music is making you feel, and that's basically an indicator to try something else, because it will be something that you respond to pretty much instantly and feel, you know, relaxed and peaceful. And one of the studies they did back in the 70s was they measured the effects on the body by testing it on, I think it was, you know, vials of DNA, and they used various chants, Sanskrit chants, Gregorian chants, and then they looked at rock music and classical music. And this is all to do with our UV light absorption, because that's essential for a healthy DNA. And they found that the most positive effects on the body were these chants. That's something else you might want to try. Rock music, and basically most of what comes out of our radio, is actually harmful to the DNA. So if you listen to a lot of, you know, heavy rock music, or there's a lot of dark music out there, and it's really pretty bloody miserable. You know, it might be cool and it might be something that you enjoy, but like everything else, it has an effect on your body and on your mood, and that's something to become conscious of, and maybe even attempt to limit that, because, you know, it is not woo-woo. There are significant studies being done about the effects, because we're made of water, you know. We're constantly vibrating. Even when we're dead, our bodies are still vibrating. So this is all about healing, and this stepping through card next to the healing is telling you that it's time, that you cannot procrastinate on this any longer, Virgo. This is something that needs your attention, and your full attention now, because there is this around you. My miracle card, this is to make healing a top priority. She's sort of the ancient healer. She's seen everything. She's seen the fear of guilt. She's seen the fear of infection. She's seen the anguish of pain and the despair. And she's here to show you and help you to stop being frightened and confront any health issues or body challenges you have, including getting older. And it could just be a temporary thing. You might be at that sort of tipping point stage where you're, moving from, your 30s to your 40s, your 40s to your 50s. It doesn't need to be an age, but it is when you see some deterioration in your body, or you're dealing with a chronic health complaint that really does drag you down. She's telling you that it will pass and it will all be well, but you ultimately need to explore and find the perfect treatment, the perfect doctor, the perfect healing modality, and actually, just as importantly, the right attitude and energy to take the action. And stepping through is about making a plan of action, literally writing it down, not letting it run through your head anymore. So what I decided to pull, which I very rarely do, is my mermaid deck, because when Aloha came out, she's all very Hawaiian and blue seas, blue skies, and you see, I'm thinking cocktails, but that's the opposite of what we're trying to do here, isn't it? So let's just see, Virgo, what do you need to know for December 2020? Let's get into specifics. Okay, so we've got judgment in reverse here, with responsibility in reverse. So this is self-reflection in this particular deck. And this is just telling you, I actually feel that you're avoiding confronting this, whatever it may be. I mean, if it's not a specific health issue, you might be trying, it might be healing interpersonal connections, for example. But there is a feeling of avoidance, and it's a complete waste of time and being utterly pissed off. And this is saying this needs to be upright. Time of self-reflection. You're receiving the call here from the ocean, and she really is. This is like the angel mermaid, the angel of alchemy. I mean, you look at the difference in their wings here, the black and the white. There may be aspects of your life that you should be dropping. There are responsibilities that you're maybe taking on that aren't yours. You don't need to deal with them. It feels backbreaking, especially with the Ten of Wands here being in reverse. It's time. It's time. You've got to step through. You need to attend to this. It can mean that you're looking at, maybe poor judgments that you've made in the past, or poor decisions, and you're beating yourself up about it, or you just feel it was all a bloody waste of time. I'm just getting, it feels like you feel like you can't do anything about it. And you're starting to, calcify that in your brain. And this is telling you that you can. Travel in reverse, the Ace of Wands. And the Seven of Cups in reverse, possibility. And I've also got calm in reverse, the Six of Swords. So it's all coming out reverse. The deck's not reverse, I'm just checking. So, I'm just saying that this is not a time to travel and not a time to get busy, because you're specifically being told you need to take a time out. And literally anything that I pull now is going to come back to the same thing. It's telling you need to focus on your healing, whatever that means for you. You need to get clear with the Seven of Cups in reverse. You need to, stop living in any sort of illusions. Avoidance, this all feels like an avoidance. It feels like avoidance. You may be not communicating, you may be not reaching out. And there's the Chariot in reverse movement. Everything just coming to an absolute grinding, massive halt. And if that's not through choice, Virgo, it's because it's supposed to be this way, because you need to deal with this and literally nothing else. Because without your health, physical and mental health, nothing else really matters. It can't wait a moment longer. Advice for Virgo. Advice for Virgo for December, please, Spirit. I mean, it's already there, but let's just take one more. Advice for Virgo. This reading. Trust your talents in changing times. connection. You do have the lady at the base of the deck. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. That's the Empress. That's all round, you know, health and fertility and abundance. It's there. It's under the surface. Spirit Fox, didn't really expect to see that. That's interesting. Now, fire is about getting like your passion back. I'll read that in a minute. Spirit Fox. The energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before, and this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring because they really are the answer to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from your den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon Spirit Fox Medicine to help you be seen for who you are, and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can. Stay alert. Right, so I'm just going to say, if you are traveling, or you know, at any point you're behind the wheel, there's extra caution required here, because it almost feels like you're a bit distracted. And to have travel in reverse and the Chariot in reverse, which can literally represent a car, so you know, you might not be able to travel, you might not be, you're not supposed to travel, but you also need to be very cautious of your movements, maybe even your physical movements. Because it may be that with Judgment in reverse, you're making some poor choices here regarding maybe your health. I really feel that you're very, very heavily burdened, Virgo. And the Fire Guardian is an absolute blessing. It really is. Ignite your passion. Connected with your desires, the sparks could lead you to something beautiful. You're being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire. If you've recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card indicates a great spiritual and sexual connection. So, you know, that could be, you know, what some of the blocks are around. I mean, you'll know your story. There's just, I'm seeing a lot of need for reds and oranges. Maybe that's a colour they should adopt to give you a little bit more energy, you know, because you feel depleted, literally depleted. But it's all there for you, and you need to expand your consciousness in some way in terms of getting to the root of the issue, and that is going to involve facing something, you know, some maybe uncomfortable issues from the past here, but also taking action, and taking action now, because with the Angel of Alchemy, it is there for you. Almost like, you need to clean your shit up. And it may be some shit from the past that's attached to you, you know, it's still energetically attached to you, you're still dragging it around. So explore all those options, Virgo. Please look after yourself, be very conscious of your movements and your travel. Take some time to reflect, shut the doors, and you know, don't engage with anyone if that's how you feel, but use the time wisely to explore how to get well. Virgo, that's your reading. Please look after yourself. Bye bye.